course, there are more people that have passed on during this year. I just want to pay respects to Team Hamilton. I know they're also in this room. I don't know where they are sitting at this moment in time. And I know they also lost their team member, Eric Johansson, earlier this year in Avalanche. I don't know if I can see your hands where you are. In Hamilton. And another moment this year that happened, just to show us how precious life is. So, it's not yet to have all cries, not feeling much better, but it's in celebration. I think the message here is that we are a family, and when you go out there in nature, I truly hope that you're going to see what we have seen. I truly, truly, truly in my heart hope that you have seen. I don't know what screen is up now. Is that hope? A year ago, we had hope. We had one hope as a race director. I have many race directors in this room. When you announce an event, you don't know if anybody will come. A year ago, I was running on the beach, and the tears were rolling down my cheeks, because I hope that people will come to South Africa. I didn't know, or know, or trust, I just had to believe. That's what hope is. A week ago, I hoped you all got on the flight. I hoped a day ago that I got your bikes here and your gift boxes. I think only missing one, maybe Nelson's. And today I'm standing here and I have only one hope and one wish and one dream, is that you're going to have an incredible adventure here in South Africa. And the much hope I've got, of course, is how much hope you have. You're sitting here today and you have high expectations of your team. Some of you are coming here to win. That's your goal. Some of you are here for top 10. Some of you are hoping for top 10. Some of you are hoping just to finish.
Mucho que ver con la esperanza, con desear algo, y bueno, que ella deseaba cuando estaba corriendo por la playa poder llegar a este momento donde pudiera estar acá, que deseaba también de que todos pudieran estar bien, que sabe que algunos equipos acá desean llegar a ganar, que otros equipos quieren llegar a simplemente estar en el top 10 o en el top 20 y que muchos simplemente quieren participar. Así que bueno, que desea que todos estén bien, que todo haya llegado bien y que tengan una buena carrera.
For our French family, it's going to say small something in French.
Nous sommes très heureux que vous êtes arrivés ici et on espère que vous faites partie de cette incroyable expérience et nous sommes très heureux de partager toute cette expérience avec vous.
Thank you. And I think our speaker earlier, ARWC, she said so beautiful what sport does to all of us. And this is truly the ultimate team sport. We cannot get to the finishing line alone. It's impossible. You have to be 4 people when it is racing. And isn't it incredible that you have to have from males and females all together in one sport? I mean, we have never seen a beautiful sport like that. So please, make sure, look at that slide and make sure that doesn't matter what happened, that there's only one way to get to the finishing line, and it's together. And I'm showing this slide also for my media, for all my volunteers, for every single person, every supporter who's following us. I cannot, myself and Stefan cannot do this alone. We don't want to do it alone. So please take our hands and walk this path with us and get all the teams to the finishing line. We've given you 9 days. If you feel you cannot do it, sleep. If you have a little divorce, just wait a little. If you have to wait for us because my truck broke, smile. Have a forgiving heart. So, there you go.
Es un deporte de equipo, todos lo sabemos, es parte de la definición del deporte que sea un deporte de equipo y no hay forma de cruzar una meta si no es todos juntos, cada uno aporta. Es un deporte además paritario donde todos sabemos compartimos absolutamente todo y en las mismas condiciones, uno de los pocos deportes del mundo. Ella y Stefan, al pensar en esto mismo y en cómo llegar hacia una meta siendo equipo, evidentemente piensa en estar acá y pensar en que, bueno, que no podría todo esto pasar si no fuera por ustedes, así que los invita a que ustedes mismos también lleguen juntos y como equipo, sin pelearse y sin, bueno, un poquito se pueden pelear, que tienen 9 días para llegar y que nos acompañen esta vez.
Now I'm going to go, and now I'm closing, I promise. So those who come to Expedition Africa know that there's only one way for me to close the official opening. And for those who don't know, I always say, please grant me a Heidi moment. And this moment is, I would love to call my husband up on stage. And the reason for this is that this is a massive undertaking that we are doing. And this is a moment where we take each other's hands, you are a team, and give me a moment just to pray the way we do it. And I want to thank God for giving us this wonderful life. Just a moment. Oh, thank you, God. You have blessed my life unconditionally. I'm praying for all our teams, for their safety. We need all these teams home. I'm praying for our volunteers. I'm praying for every truck on this road. I'm praying for my husband, for wisdom. Please be look after our event. You have blessed me richly. You have opened the path for me over all these years. I can never do any of this alone. And for those here in this room, may they have the most wonderful experience. When they see the sun rises and when they see the stars and when they see the sunsets, that they know why they are doing adventure racing. Bless us, and I cannot be more proud and more humbled for having all of these people in this room together. I thank every single person that is supporting our event. My family, our sacrifices, my children, my mom. I'm giving this race to my brother who has given his life so that his sister can live. And stronger I will be standing. In Jesus' name I say thank you and amen.
welcome ceremony is now closed, but remember, we would like to hand out the race booklet, so please, team captains, if you can make your way out of the door to your left, before you... I know you are super excited to see where you're going. But I just want to say that you can collect your race booklets, team captains, and then also for the supporters, the fans, and the enthusiasts, we are going to give the captains 15 minutes to get all the documentation and also the media team also to get your race booklets. And then you will reconvene in 15 minutes here if you have to leave. Thank you very much for spending the afternoon with us. But for those who will leave us again, we will start again in 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
Wow, guys, thank you so much for staying tuned. For those of you who are still following us and following this whole procession and the ceremony and everything else, it's been a real treat, something worthy of a world championship. I have with me Mr. Michael Murphy. He in himself is a big adventurer. He's attended many opening ceremonies, and I'm going to get a couple of words from him while the racers go and get something to drink, they refresh themselves, and then it's the much anticipated, probably the most anticipated moment where they get their race books. We'll be cutting the feed then, so you don't know what you're in for in this race, but they will be getting their briefing. In the meantime, I'm going to chat to Mr. Michael Murphy over here. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing really good. I can't say this enough. Like, I've been to several of these events over the years, and the one thing, the energy that was down there on that green was so intense. Going around filming it, and we're out there doing what we were doing, it was magical. And one thing, Heidi and Stefan have a really amazing ability to bring in incredible people. People want to be here because of them, and myself included. And to be part of all of that, to be able to feel that, to be able to be there in that moment, it really was very special. And I can say this sincerely. I have never experienced anything like that in all of my filming career. That energy that was down on that fairway was really magical.
I think we discussed this off camera, and I think the words we used was, it was a little bit primal, right?
Yeah, extremely primal. The way everyone was out there dancing and going completely crazy, it's like everyone wanted to be part of it. Everyone wanted to have a moment where they were feeling the energy off the crowd, and they were feeding each other. And I think that moment is something that I will cherish for the rest of my life. I will never forget what just transpired in front of us. It really was a magical time.
Yeah, I think it was great. And I think that's what you need to understand about adventure racing in its core is it's survival at its core, which is a primal instinct, right?
Yeah, I think everyone here realizes that when you're doing adventure racing, the emotions you go through during the week, during the time you're on the course, you experience more in 1 week than most people experience in their whole lifetime. And I think that's why everyone here does it. They all know that when you're on the course and you're pushing yourself beyond limits that you didn't even know that you had inside yourself, that you are pushing yourself beyond something that you did not know existed within you. I think that's the beauty of adventure racing, is you find out more about yourself in 1 week than most people will experience in a lifetime. And it's something, even myself as a videographer, anyone who's involved in the media, we all know that to be here, to watch what's transpiring in front of us, really is something very special and unique. And I can honestly say for myself, to be part of this, to be here at this very moment, is something that I'm externally grateful for. And to be here with you and everyone else, we're a family. And that is for me, the most exciting part, is to be part of the AR family like this.
Exactly. So you guys back home, you're part of the AR family, I promise you. We appreciate you guys staying tuned. We appreciate you following us live. And I promise you it's going to get more exciting. It's going to get more adventurous. And you're going to want to keep following us on all of the social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on X, we're on YouTube, we're everywhere. Go and find us. The links are available everywhere. They had a banner going earlier. I think the banner is still going. Find us, keep following us. Thanks, Mike, I really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you out on the course. Okay. Cheers. Cheers, guys. I'm going to try and find a couple of other people here. And I've got some people finding some of the people. I need to actually speak to Jeff Claus. Thanks, Mike. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring in Jeff Claus next. He is, so he runs St. Francis the Lynx. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Hello, my dear.
Hi.
Don't let my accent fool you. I'm South African by choice.
There you have it, South African by choice, right? Jeff, thank you so much. You guys have hosted a beautiful event for us here at this, at the beautiful Lynx. I'm sorry, I know some of the guys are running across your greens. Maybe some of the golfers won't be so happy tomorrow, right?
No, they're fine. This is a tremendous opportunity. It's fantastic for our region. I've been here 17 years. The last time we had a crowd this big was our opening.
Wow. Wow, guys. And the drumming and just everything that you guys have arranged for us. It's phenomenal. Thank you.
That's Heidi and Stefan. You know, I've watched them perform. In 2017, we were part of the Expedition Africa as the final stop.
Right, you were the last ones.
Well, we were the last stop. So we had the longest stay, but it was fine. And when Heidi came to me and said, how do you feel about this? I said, well, how many people do you have? And she says, about 600-700. No problem. No problem.
If I know Heidi, she started with, well, you know, we have 400 sort of races.
Yeah.
And then every time you spoke to her, there were a little more, right?
Yeah. But we found chairs. We found good weather.
Exactly.
And I think it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous event.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate the support, and we look forward to seeing you guys near the finish again, right?
We'll be right there with you.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Have a great day.
All the best.
Thanks, Bye. Guys, there you have it. I'm going to try and see if we can get any of the races. They're really focused right now on getting their race books. This really is the moment that they've been waiting for. They know that they're doing in the region of about 800 kilometers. They've had a breakdown of what the legs are going to be, you know, a hike, a bike, a cycle, a kayak. But they didn't know exactly what the format's going to be. They didn't know what the distances are going to be. And let me tell you, they're in for a real treat. Like we said to you, they have everything in this region. We have dunes, we have coastlines, we have forest regions, we have arid regions, we have mountains, big mountains. They're going to come across wildlife, they're going to have waterfalls, they're going to be abseiling. And I see we've roped in a couple of the Aussies. Hi there, how are you?
Yeah, good, Charla. Very good, very excited. It was a lovely opening ceremony, and Heidi and Stefan and all their crew have done an amazing job. And we're finally going to get this race started. We're just getting our race books, and we've just found out some of the leg distances and times. And it's this race is a good 800 Ks. So very excited.
Give me your thoughts on what you've seen so far.
Well, it's there's some. We got to leave early in the morning at 5 o'clock, and we've got a 56k trek to start with, and then we go onto our bike, and we've got a 180k bike ride. So we're nervously excited about the race and what it's going out into this amazing countryside. We're really excited.
Yeah. You guys have raced in Africa before, no?
No, never been to Africa before. So we've done a little safari when we arrived, and now we're going out into the wilderness. So. Yeah, we've been a bit anxious about it, and we thought we'd be coming across wild animals, but we now know that it'll be a bit safer than that. But yeah, pretty tough mountains, 38 degrees. Some of them were saying some really hot days, cold nights. And a long river paddle. So, yeah, a lot unknown. We're hoping it's a little bit like Australia.
Famous last words, guys. What's your team number? 98.
Alpine Avengers.
So here we go, number 98. Go and dot watch them. We're going to try and find them on the course. Thanks so much. Thanks for coming to chat to us. We're going to see if we can get any other racers and get their thoughts. Who do we have? Hi, Team Tiki Tour. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
All right. So guys, no, not Australian, right?
Definitely not. No.
Right, so you just got your race books. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts?
Well, I'm looking forward to leg 6.
Leg 6?
Yeah. 3K, I can do that. Yeah.
I see it's not all extreme. Some of it's really easy.
We get an easy one there. It's great.
Right.
Some big legs though. Yeah.
Okay. The previous team were just telling us that there's a couple of big cycle legs.
Yeah, it's some long time on the seat. Yeah.
You guys strong cyclists?
I hope so. We'll find out, won't we?
So you guys have quite an interesting change in your team. It's the first time you're racing with someone, right?
It is, yeah. Our normal teammates couldn't make it, so we scraped around the bottom of the barrel and we found someone, fill in last minute, so it's great.
I believe it's your navigator, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh, we might let him navigate.
They might let him navigate. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. All I'm saying is, give us your number. Number 14. Keep an eye out for team number 14. For those of you who are dot watching, I think it might be an interesting team to be watching, right?
Hopefully.
What are your expectations on this race in terms of what are you hoping to gain from it?
Oh, just a good time out. Yeah. No.
It's the first time for all of you in Africa, no?
It's been about 21 years since I was last in Africa, so it was a while ago. Yeah, never raced here, so looking forward to it.
Fantastic. We look forward to seeing you guys on the race. Good luck. Enjoy the briefing on the race book there. So, as you can hear, some of the teams are looking forward to a 3 kilometer. We never know what 3 kilometers holds, right?
All right.
Hi. How you doing?
Good, all good.
Okay, so you want to introduce yourself to the viewers?
All right, hi, my name is Otto from Sweden. I do a lot of different media for different races and now the adventure race. I did my first world championship in Spain 2 years ago when I met Heidi. And then she was like, you need to come here.
Yeah, and it was just a given from there, right?
Yeah, it was a given.
She just doesn't let up.
No. If Heidi said something, it's going to happen.
How did you find the opening ceremony, since you've been to a few?
Oh, wow. This one is like way bigger, way better than anyone else. It makes... I feel sorry for the rest of the race.
It's worthy of a world championship.
Yeah.
The 19th world championship and the first one to be hosted in Africa, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the vibe, the energy, the dancers, the music, everything from like... As soon as we get into this resort or the golf course, whatever it is, you just felt like,
yeah,
and it was just keep on going.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Otto.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing a lot of content coming from you throughout the race,
I
right?
hope so.
Exactly. Thanks, everybody. That's me. I'm out. Have a good time. Keep following us. Check out the hashtags. Bye.
Alright, we have 10 teams here. We're going to ask them a few questions. We have from Team Tiki Tours. There's no reason I asked them first, because nothing to do with being number one. From Chris Forum from Tiki Tours, we're going to ask you, of all the years that you've been racing with your multiple world champs, and your teammates, Nathan, Stu and Sophie not here, how do you prepare for that, and what do you think of it?
Well, basically, I've done a perfect substitute time. He's pretty much organised me, so that's good. That's what I like. This guy's a team captain, someone that can just sort everything out, and I just turn up and just organise, sort of hopefully find my way through the course. So it's pretty much sorted there. I think our preparation's a little bit more. I was hoping there's going to be some skiing, because that's what I've been focusing on, but I feel that it's unlikely. But we're definitely excited to get out there and see some awesome terrain. I think it's going to be a fantastic race, and it's real exciting to be here. So thank you very much, Heidi and Stefan. Awesome to be coming along.
Thank you, Chris. Right, then we're going to ask from Team Leaderate, for Mary. Right, Team Leaderate, fourth in the world at the moment. What do you think is your chances for this one? You're going to crack a podium.
I think. So we'll see how it works out.
Thanks for coming. Right, then we got our South African team, who's at the moment for the second year running the African champion. Team Medal Songlines. Team Medal Songlines and Calvin Troutman is sitting there. They did as a team their first world champs last year in Paraguay. They're sitting at 7th position. And you think this is the year for the top 5?
I hope so. Yeah, last year in Paraguay we were quite green and we didn't know what to expect and managed to mix it with some of the top teams. So we're excited to see what happens this time. We definitely feel the pressure of being on home soil and trying to make the most of that advantage. So we're excited.
At least he must beat the French. Alright, and then we're going to turn to the Swedish Armed Forces, the modern year. At the moment ranked number 1 in the world. Last year was a close one with Team Avaya, and they ended got a bit away there. So, is this the year?
I hope so. But still, that's so much that can happen out there. If I can break, we need to be, like Heidi said, 4 people finishing. So, of course, we will aim for it. But we are very humble. Everything can happen. So, we will just try to do our race and have a good time out there.
Thank you. And then we turn our attention to team number 2 in the world, Team Race Adventure Sportiva. Silver is here. Many world champs. Won Expedition Africa last year in the city. Is it going to be a repeat?
Well, we have to negotiate with this. Find people in the bushes and the mountains and the ocean sides. It would be, of course, a big thing for a small country of Estonia, but I don't come here only to win. I come for all the fine people and the beautiful nature and the experience. But yeah.
Thank you. And then we have from South Africa, Team Sonolo, Bolivia. And never mind that is a world championship, it's their first expedition race. They've done maybe a 200 kilometer race before. So they're stepping up the expedition race, it's almost straight into a world champs. So how is your team ready for this?
Look, I think we have we've put in the training. We've spoken to people that have been able to guide us. We've got the right support behind us. Our sponsors, Malewa and the ARWC team. I think we're prepared. It will be a bit ambitious of us to say we want to win it. But right now, we just want to, finish strong, all 4 of us.
Being here, and good luck out there. Right, then we're going to Team Brazil Multisport, 3rd in the world at the moment. Twice South American champions. And obviously we sit with a very large South American contingent here. We're very privileged to have them all here. And as we all know, in South America, adventure racing is big and healthy. So we are privileged to have all those teams in our country and willing to travel that far to come us. What is your team expectations for this race, being 3rd at the moment in the world?
Well, we are very happy to be able to come here, to be healthy, to be at this start line. Always a start line of a world championship, we have to make a lot of effort and we prepared very well. We are very proud of our country and all the adventure races that we have. All South America have great races, great organizers and great athletes. So we are just very anxious and very happy to be here. We think Africa is similar to Brazil in many ways. The people and the culture, we have a lot from Africa, so we're kind of feeling home.
Thank you. So we have for the South African team, Bushi, Nikki. We originally were a team of 4 ladies participating, and unfortunately we're saying goodbye to Michelle, and Michelle's husband is joining you. What has the change been coming into this, preparing with that team, and a couple of months ago, and this is where you are now? How do you prepare for that?
It's been very hard, I must say. Obviously quite emotional, but it's been quite nice to know that there's a nice strong man with a backpack. And he doesn't really know it yet, but there are actually 3 bungees packed into that backpack. So yeah, we're going to have the whip out, and he's going to be towing all of us. But yeah, thank you, Craig. I know it was a big sacrifice for you to leave your other team. We did coach him. Thanks, Safi and them. Really appreciate you giving up Craig to the race with us.
Thank you. Good luck, Anthony. And then from France, the 400, Sebastian. No introduction needed there. Last year in Exhibition Africa was suited. They were right in front, and then they did a couple of extra circles on the dam. So let's hope the moon comes out for you in this race. And what's your feelings and expectations for this race?
Okay, thank you. Sorry, my English is very bad, so I hope the volunteer José, incredible volunteer José, can translate my words. On est très heureux d'être ici, les 9 équipes françaises.
We are very happy to be here.
All French team, because on a déjà
all the French team.
Yeah, on a déjà perdu notre Coupe du Monde de rugby.
We already lost the World Championship.
Rugby?
Yeah. Rugby.
So, on espère gagner votre championnat du monde de raid.
Okay, so we hope that you can win this World Championship.
Thank you. And then the last question goes to from Japan, TV Suite. As we know, the team has been racing for many, many years. And you've got a huge following in your home country of Japan. So that huge following, tell us, how does that motivate you to know that you're the only Japanese team with this massive amount of following in your own country?
My English is not good. Only Japanese. Sorry. 僕たちはですね、チームの絆ですね、それを、強く持って戦いたいと思っています。その絆、チームワークを良さをですね、全世界にアピールしていきます。Thank you.
This is our team's bond, our team's bond. It's great within us, and our following from back in Japan gives us great pride to be here and to race with all of you. And we're incredibly happy to be here in South Africa on AR World Championship.
Thank you. And we have time for 3 questions. Anybody want to ask any of the teams on the podium a question? Any question? Nobody? Right. Good. You got a question there? There's a question, right? There's one question.
My question is for Chris. As an enthusiast and not a racer at all, how did you prepare differently? Obviously you had a team that you've raced with for many, many years. And how are you approaching this differently? to Team of I. Obviously, I know you have the map, so everyone will listen to you. I would also listen to you personally. But how has the preparation been different with a different team?
It's fine, fine.
Yeah, no, it is, I guess it was actually quite motivating for me to race with a different team. I mean, I guess it was really an awesome experience, obviously racing with Seagate and then Aveo, Nathan and Sophie and Stu for so many years, and I guess it is a bit sad to not have that team, because I guess we have come lots of world champs, and it's kind of, yeah, on one hand it is sad not to be here with them, but on the other hand I guess it's quite exciting, just more the novelty I think of racing with a new team, and I guess it has its own challenges which kind of make this more motivating for me. So I'm actually really excited to race these guys. Normally I just sort of race against them, mostly beat them, but they have beaten me once actually, so it's a little bit of a blemish. Pretty much everybody's like, join them. Yeah, so no, I think it'll be fun.
Thanks. Any more questions? Hey,
I have a question for Mali. Finish up process has been really close. Last year, we were world champions in 2021, but in this case, we believe that the stakes are higher than ever, with a great level of athletes and teams, at least 15 teams that are very, very strong. You think it's time for the Swedish Armed Forces to win again?
As you say, it's very many teams. That's really good. So we have to do a most perfect race, and if we do that, we may win, but still, I say like silver, we have to negotiate with them out in the bush. So of course we will try to do our best, but we can only do our best. If someone else better, then we just take our hat off and congratulate them.
Okay, one more question. Any more questions? Any? There's one last question there from Australia.
As one of only 2 youth teams, this is a throwaway question to all of you as leaders in your country. Kind of, what do you think is the most important to get more youth involved, and what are you and your teams doing to achieve that? Anyone? Good, maybe.
So what are we doing to grow the sport? Yeah, I mean, we have obviously the valuable asset of Heidi and Stefan organising these races for us, but we have lots of race directors being grouped. I think that's a key part of the sport. We need events and we need race directors as much as we need competitors. So I think it goes hand in hand. We've got to group race directors as well as our grassroots competitors, whether that's like school level or just athletes that haven't got into adventure racing. And I think Heidi and Stefan have done an amazing job in this country in growing that grassroots movement, making the races accessible, short enough to get people into the sport. And then we do have lots of other races that are, if you want to take it a step up, there are those races.
Okay, thank you guys. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for answering us questions. Right, we can start with the race briefing. Give us a minute or two.